friends, welcome to Adda 24/7. We are in a special session for bank promotion exams. And today we'll be covering the objective questions. Mainly they'll be related to lien, set off, even mortgage. Mortgage is not mentioned, but it can be that also. Creating the charge, that is the main part. Okay. So lien, set off, Garnishee order, attachment orders. So we'll be covering the objective questions on this. Okay, for next half an hour. Not only the objective questions, I'll explain you also the important terms in that. See here, explanation is also important. Just covering the questions will not suffice you, right? You need to understand the logic behind it. So let's start. Difference between lien and a negative lien. What is the difference between this normal lien and a negative lien? Now look at the options first. Lien is a positive, whereas negative lien is a negative. What is this? Lien is positive, whereas negative lien is negative. That is obvious, isn't it? Is this the answer? Definitely not. Now let's look at the second part. In lien, there is a clear and specific charge, whereas in negative lien, borrower undertakes not to encumber or create charge over the assets to the third parties without the consent of the bank. Now, what do you mean by this? Firstly, understand this. In normal lien, what happens? There is a clear and specific charge. Means what? I take your FD as a lien. See here, always remember. Lien means what? Whenever I take this FD document, FD is always under lien. Always remember this. So if I take FD as a security of yours, so I'll be taking it under lien. If I take LIC policy or NSC, I'll be taking it under assignment. It's not under lien. Okay, got it? So in a lien, there is a specific and clear charge. Clear that much. But what about the negative lien? The borrower undertakes not to encumber or create charge over that property of the third parties. Means what? It means that the borrower, suppose if I give you a loan, understand this, if I give you a loan under negative lien, so I am giving a loan to you, means I am the bank and you are the customer. So you will give it in writing to me. Now negative lien won't be only applicable to this documentary part like FD. Negative lien will also be applicable to some physical assets. So here I am the bank, I am giving you the loan, you will give it in writing to me that you won't create the charge, means you won't mortgage your house or whatever property is given to me. So you won't mortgage that house or that property or hypothecate that property in the name of some XYZ bank, another XYZ bank. That's the meaning of this. So negative lien, borrower undertakes not to, forget this encumber. Encumber, let's remove this word for time being. Not to create charge over the assets to the third parties without the consent of the bank. So he won't give this property as a mortgage or security or anything. Or if it's in any other document, then he won't give that document under security to any other XYZ bank other than me. Okay, that's the meaning. Lien can be created for any type of assets, whereas negative lien can be created only for certain type of assets. It's actually the reverse one, right? Lien can be created for certain type of assets, whereas negative lien can be created for any type of assets. That's the real thing. Positive lien gives positive charge, while negative lien gives a negative charge. Zero value, right? So this is out, this part. There is no difference between the two except in words. So what is the correct answer over here? See here, logically if you see, the correct answer is this, and this should be the answer in your exam also. Okay? So negative lien means you give it in writing to me that you won't be giving this property or this security as a collateral to anyone else. Got it? Next one. Who can mortgage leasehold property if there is an express permission to mortgage? Who can mortgage leasehold property? Means what? Suppose if I am having a property, I have given it on lease to you. Understand this? Lease means what? It's a sort of rent, lease agreement. Okay? So I have given it on rent to you. Simple. Who can mortgage this property? Can you mortgage this property? You become what? Okay, when I give you on lease, I become what? I become the lessor. You become what? Leasee, right? Lessee. So lessor can mortgage this. Lessor agent can mortgage this. Lessor or his agent if expressly provided for. The rightful owner of the property, even if it has surrendered its right to mortgage, and owner of the property along with the lessor. So who can mortgage this? Very simple one. Very simple one. It is who can mortgage it? The rightful owner. Always remember. Yes, I wanted in the comment section. Yeah, some of you have typed this lessor, but the real answer is rightful owner of the property, because always remember, any property, anything which you own, you can give it as a security to anyone. But if you are staying on rent, or if you are not the rightful owner, how can you mortgage it, right? So that is the point. Now, true or false? No lien should be marked on savings account of SHG. Is it so? Self-help group, you can't mark any lien on this. No lien should be marked on the account of SHG, self-help group. What is SHG? SHG means the group of all the generally females, but it's not limited to females. 10 to 15 females come together and they form a group for the benefit of all of them. But it's not limited to females. It can be male and female both. Okay. So if this SHG and SHG can open a savings account with you, they can't open a current account with you. Now, if SHG is opening a savings account, or can you mark a lien on that savings account? So true. So it is. Answer is true. Okay, it is true. You can't mark a lien on this savings account of SHG. Remember, NRE. What is this? NRE TDR. NRE TDR means NRE. NRE, NRO, FCNR accounts, right? We have these three types of accounts. So if somebody NRE can be, now remember one thing. NRE can be of three types: savings account, current account, and FD account. All the three. NRO can be of three types: savings, current, and FD. But FCNR can only be of one type, that is FD. FCNR can't be savings or current. Remember this, okay? And important point about NRE, NRO, they are rupee accounts, rupee, whereas FCNR is non-rupee account. Remember these things by heart. FCNR is non-rupee account, okay? NRE, NRO is rupee account, okay? And what can come in NRE? See here, I am taking the revision from all the angles now. What can come in NRE accounts means what can be deposited in NRE accounts? The funds from outside India. No funds from India can be deposited in NRE account. No funds. In NRE account, the funds should be credited only from outside India. And in NRO, again credited within India also. Okay. FCNR, the FCNR FD should be done only based on the funds outside India. Remember this. So NRE and FCNR, funds outside India. NRO, funds from India, can be credited. Debit is allowed. Debit is allowed for anyone. Okay. So advance against NRE TDR can be granted to depositors at branches by marking assignment on this deposit. So whenever I give this FDOD on NRE, should I mark the real crux of the problem is this word, assignment. Should I mark assignment over here or something else? So first answer me true or false. This is true or false. By marking assignment. Everyone, true or false? It is false. Correct. It is false. Why? Because whenever you give this FDOD, let it be any type, let it be local, let it be Forex, anyone, okay? Let it be any type. So whenever you give this FDOD will always be marked as a lien. The FD will be marked as a lien. It can't be an assignment, okay? Okay, next one. One sec. Let me adjust this. One of the following is not affected by non-registration of the firm. Which is it? Not affected by non-registration. This is here. Always in every question, You have to look at the typical question, typical crux. What is the moot point? So one of the following is not affected. Which is that not affected? Partners of unregistered firm cannot file a suit against other partners of the firm. So it is not affected. So partners of unregistered firm cannot file a suit. Is this true? Unregistered firm. That is true. You cannot file a suit. Okay. Next one. Unregistered firm cannot file suit against the third parties for enforcing any claim arising out of contract. So is this true? Now you answer. See here, first one I gave you the answer. This is true. Okay, true. Partners of unregistered firm cannot file a suit against each other. Means there are three partners. There is no registration. Firm is not registered. No, if it is not registered. Okay. Second one, unregistered firm cannot file a suit against the third parties for enforcing any claim arising out of contract. So if there is any claim, means unregistered firm. Again, see, a registration of any firm is very important. Partnership, at least. Registration of partnership firm is very important. Okay. So if the firm is not registered, so can this that firm file a suit against the third parties for funds not received? See here, they'll always file the suit for what? Funds which are not received. Okay, so it is again true. You cannot file. Okay. Partners of unregistered firm cannot sue dissolution of the firm or for accounts of dissolved firms. So unregistered firm cannot sue. Again, this logic is same. See, okay, true. Okay, I'll just write it true over here. Because this is same as that of the earlier one, A, right? Third party creditors cannot sue the firm or the partners of an unregistered firm for any breach or contract or the money claim. Now, look at this. B and D are exactly opposite. B is what? This, I am the firm and I have not received the funds. Understand this. I am the firm and I have not received the funds from someone. So I can't file the suit. So B is true. But what about D? I am the firm, I have not registered and I have not given money to someone else. So can that party file a case against me? That is the question. So D, check on D. Let's see the E. Partner of unregistered firm cannot sue for exercising right of set off against any claim from the firm of other partners. So is this true? Partner of unregistered firm cannot sue. Means unregistered firm, this is similar to that of the A. They can't fight with each other in court and they can't sue each other also. So this is true over here. True. Okay. But I want what? Not affected, not an effect. So this is false. Okay. This is false and this is my right answer. This is the required answer for me. Okay. So third party cannot sue. Third party can sue. Because tell me, what does the third party do whether you are registered or not registered? Logic is somebody has supplied you the material, you need to give the funds to that person. It's as simple, isn't it? So this is not affected. Remaining all things are affected. Got it, everyone? Type yes in the comment section if you have understood up till now. So everyone, before going ahead, I would suggest you download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. Do it right now. You are getting all the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything. Plus you join also our Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Now there are 4 channels. YouTube is there, this Telegram is there, then Instagram is there and WhatsApp is also there. So you join all these 4 channels. Links are given in the description box below. Okay. Definitely, because here you are getting free YT series, you are getting free this objective questions, everything, and free videos you are getting. So that's why join it ASAP. Okay. Okay, next one. Loan against deposit of other banks. Okay, now look at this. Of other bank, deposit of other banks are sanctioned after getting lien noted with other banks. So if I am SBI, you come to me for with the FD of Bank of Baroda and tell me to give the loan against that. So will SBI talk to Bank of Baroda and tell them to mark the lien? So this is option number A. Option number B, are not sanctioned by the banks because lien is not possible, but right to set off is available. So right to set off is available. So now look at this. Is right to set off available with the different bank? Is it possible? Let's check. I'll give the answer right now. Are not sanctioned by the bank because there could be a possibility of frauds. Are not sanctioned by the bank because these are not allowed by SEBI. SEBI. Where does SEBI come in? SEBI is related to exchange, stock market. So what is the answer over here? A, B, C or D? Type in the comment section, everyone. Type in the comment section. It is C is the answer. Are not allowed sanctioned by the bank because there is a possibility of fraud. Okay. So are sanctioned by the bank after getting the lien noted with other banks. It doesn't happen practically. I am SBI. You come to me with the FD of Bank of Baroda and you tell me that give me the loan against this. I can't give because even if I contact Bank of Baroda, the communication will require some, might create some problems. So that's why it's not possible. And who can give me the surety whether they have maintained it or not? Okay, that lien. And even if they maintain it today, after 1 month, what is the guarantee they have not removed that lien? So that's why these things are impractical. They never happen. Are not sanctioned because lien is not possible, but right to set off is possible. This is also not possible. Set off is always possible within your own bank. Okay, because if you, what is set off? Tell me, what is set off? Set off means basically if I am having a loan with your bank and I am having a savings account with your bank. Now the loan is becoming NPA, means it's due, okay, overdue. And my savings bank is having a huge funds, my own account, both are in the same name. So in that case, bank can definitely set off this. Set off means what? Debit my savings account and credit my loan account. That is called as right to set off. Okay. Chalo, move on. Next one. A bank cannot grant loans and advances on its securities of its own shares under the provisions of. So what is this? This is typical question. A bank cannot grant loans under its means for its own loans. Okay. So it can't grant the loans for what? Under which section? Now this section is important. Which is this section? Yes, section 19B of Banking Regulation Act, 21(3) of BR Act, section 21 of BR Act and 21B of RBI Act. What is the correct section? Now see here, this I don't expect everyone to know because acts are very difficult to remember. But then also, if you can definitely give me the answer. See this, wait, I'll just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Search it on the internet. Okay, you can definitely search it. And then answer, but give me the answer. See here, this will give you the right way or direction of thinking, because in exams what will you get, you don't know. Okay, so that's why think over it. Search on the YouTube, because right now it's a free class. Search on the YouTube. Okay, search on the Google. So the answer is, everyone, the answer is C, section 20. Okay, under section 20, bank can't grant loans and advances on the security of its own shares. Now, what do you mean by this own shares? Here, there is a product called as, I'll write it over here. There is a product called as LAS. Okay, LAS, loan against securities. Mainly they call it loan against shares. Okay, it's against securities. It can be against the shares, mutual funds, LIC policies. Security can be any financial document. But what happens, I'll tell you, its main 90% of that loan is against shares. So if let's say you are in SBI, I come to you for LAS, bring some 10 shares with me. And one of the share is SBI. You are in SBI, I'm coming to SBI for loan. So the rule is SBI can take these other shares as pledge, but SBI can't take the shares of SBI for pledging. Own shares you can't take pledge it. Okay, so that is the basic point. Okay, next one. A Garnishee order is an order prohibiting the judgment debtor from making any payment to the judgment okay, to the judgment debtor, or directing the decree holder to make the payment from the, now look at this concept, understand these words are very confused over here. Prohibiting the judgment debtor's debtor to make any payment to the judgment debtor. Means what? This is a bit confusing now. See this. Debtor's debtor means, suppose let's say I am the customer, okay? You are the bank. I have not repaid your loan, okay? I have not repaid your loan. So I become the debtor, okay, to you. You are the creditor. Now in this case what happens? There is a debtor's debtor. Means I have sold the material to somebody and that guy is going to pay me. Understand this? I have sold the material to somebody, Mr. X, and that Mr. X is going to pay me. Okay. So in that case, Garnishee order will prohibit. It will tell Mr. X that don't pay to me. Don't pay to me. Okay. This is point number A. And what about point number B? Directing the decree holder to make the payment from the judgment debtor's debtor. So this Garnishee order will tell you as a bank, here, understand this. Garnishee order will be received by whom? It will be received by the court. Okay. So this court will issue a order telling you that this Mr. X who was to pay me. So court will tell you what you do. Collect this money from Mr. X. So you have to collect it. Why? Because you are the you are basically in the problem, right? You are the creditor. I have not paid you. So this money of Mr. X should not go to me. It should go to you. So this both answers A and B are correct over here. Okay. So Garnishee order will prevent. Okay. Prevent from making the payment from any debtor to that problematic party, means me. And it will direct this creditor. You can collect the money from this debtor's debtor. Okay. Got it? Simple. Next one. Garnishee order is in the name of Mr. S. Account is in the name of Mr. S and Y. Whether the account of S and Y are to be attached or not. Okay. Now, whether the account of Mr. S and Y are to be attached or not. Here, Garnishee order is in the name of single person S. The account is in the joint name S and Y. Can you attach this S and Y as account? That's a simple question. Attach 50% of that amount. Why? Because S is 50% and Y is 50%. Don't attach. Attach all the amounts in the account and inform Mr. Y. So what we'll do, we'll attach this and tell Mr. Y, see, your partner has taken this loan and Garnishee order has come. So now you settle your dispute with that guy. I am attaching it. Any of these options. So what is the correct option over here? Is in the name of Mr. S and the account is in the joint name. So can you attach this joint name account? First basic question is, can you attach the joint name account? So the answer is no, you can never attach. So answer is B. You cannot attach this. Okay. You have to search for that account which is in the single name only. Okay. Yeah. Next one. A and B are having the joint account. A Garnishee order has been received in the name of A, which is not correct with regards to the joint account. So the similar question to the earlier one. A and B are having the joint account. Now Garnishee order is received in the name of who? Mr. A. Order is not applicable if it is jointly operated. Order is not applicable if it is operated severally. Severally means individually. Order is not applicable if it is former or survivor account. None of these. Now what is this? A and B have a joint account, right? And Garnishee order has been received in the name of A. So what did I tell you just now? For any joint account and order is in the single name, then you can't attach it. Only there is an exception to this. Okay? I'll just make this change over here. Yeah. Now this is the right one. Because otherwise the answer would have been none of these. So here, look at this. Order is not applicable if it is jointly operated. Now it's nothing like that. Jointly, singly, anything. Okay. Order is not applicable. Order is basically not applicable if it's a joint account. Order is not applicable if operated severally. Again the same logic, right? Order is not applicable for anything. Okay, which is not correct, they want it, huh? Which is not correct. So which is not correct with regards to this. So this is, order is not applicable if it is jointly operated, it is correct. Order is not applicable if it is operated severally, so that is also correct. So order is applicable, okay, I'll make this change not only, okay. So order is not applicable if it is former or survivor, and none of these. Now not applicable we want it, huh? Not correct. So we wanted false. What is the false? This is true one, this is true, this is true. Now is this false? Order is not applicable if it is former or survivor account. This is what the crux of the problem is. Former or survivor means what? Former or survivor means up till the time, here, if there are two, if there is a joint account between A and B, okay, former or survivor, F or S, okay, in that case, the account is of Mr. A. Up to the time Mr. A, Mr. or Mrs. A is surviving, living. If Mr. A expires, then the account becomes of the of that second person, B. So up to that time, it is only of Mr. A. Now what can you say? If the account is of solely of Mr. A, under this former or survivor, right? It's a former or survivor. So right now the account is of Mr. A only. So in this case, this order will be applicable. So here the answer is false. The order will be applicable over here. Why? Because order is applicable if it is for former or survivor account. Former or survivor means it's a single account, single holder account up to the time that first person is living. Okay. So answer is C. This is the right answer. False. We wanted a false one, and that is the false one. Okay. If a bank implements, let me take it above, adjust it. If the bank implements the Garnishee order, it is considered as, so if a bank fails to implement the Garnishee order, if the bank, where is it? Hold on. Oh, one second, just gone. Hold on. So if the bank fails to implement, yeah. Okay, let's discuss this. Hold on. Huh? Yeah. So if the bank fails to implement the Garnishee order, then what is it called as? It is called as what? It is whenever a bank fails to implement the Garnishee order, it is always called as, remember, it is called as Garnishee order. You are not implementing this Garnishee order. So in that case, it is called as, it is considered as a party to that. Okay, it is considered as a party to that Garnishee, to the fraud actually. Okay, this court will consider you as the party to that fraud. Okay, so that's why the answer is the bank should implement it at any cost. Okay, so now before leaving, kindly join our bank promotion Mahapack. And also you can join them bilingual, this bank promotion exam scale 1 to scale 3. I'll show you how to join this. Okay. See here. For joining this, go to Adda 24/7. Go to Adda 24/7. One sec. I will always suggest you to go through the app. In the app, you're getting 1% extra. Okay. Using the coin systems. Because the coin systems will give you 1%. Because there are, as you go on collecting the coins or as you go on purchasing, you'll get the coins over here. You'll go on collecting the coins, and these coins will help you a lot in getting huge discounts. So go to Adda 24/7. Let me show you. So this. Go to Adda 24/7 over here. Okay. Here click on JIB and CIB. Click on CIB November. This bank promotion exams. Okay. Click on bank promotion. Okay. Now you'll see this. See, bank promotion Mahapack. Right now, look at this. Double validity is going on. Double validity plus 80% off. Click on this. Look at this. online ebooks, 300 online ebooks, 15 online classes, 15 on ebooks, 184 videos. Click on this ebooks. Look at this comprehensive guide of central bank. So if you click on this, you'll again get in details. Okay, in details you are getting content, various contents. Okay, so these are various topics involved over here: general banking, Reserve Bank, Bank of India, bank promotion content. So clean note policy, all these are related to the questions, and ebooks are related to each topic wise. So that's why purchase it right now. Okay. Similarly over here, videos, online classes, you can see this also. Plus you can join the Mahapack. In this Mahapack, I'll tell you, it's here. Double validity is going on. Plus this 80% off is going on right now. Okay. So this off, recorded videos are available. So click on buy now. When you click on buy now, look at this. So exam 80 code, apply this 80 code. So now 80% you are getting. Apply this 80% code plus double validity. If you purchase for 6 months, you get it for 6 plus 6 months. So that's why I would suggest join it fast, because, and it's a limited size batch. Okay. So join it fast so that you can clear your bank promotions easily and fastly. Okay. I'll be back with the next series on the scheduled time. Okay. Till then, keep studying and do join the batches as I am.